Peter?
Yes?
I'm going to be perfectly honest
Perfectly honest with me? Like telling the truth all the time?
Yes.
Oh. Well, what do you have to tell me?
I have self-esteem issues.
Self-esteem issues? Like, you're not confident?
Yes, I...
Why aren't you confident? Is it because of the way you look? Do you think you look like E.T. the extraterrestrial?
No, but...
Do you think you look like that ugly guy from Lord of the Rings?
Who?
Michael Jackson?
No.
Well then whatever's the problem?
Michael Jackson isn't even in the Lord of the Rings.
Are you suggesting that Michael Jackson has never been part of any Lord of the Rings series?
Yes, I am.
Sure he was! Don't you remember? He was the guy who had two split personalities. It was like this. Michael Jackson! Michael Jackson! And then the ring fell into the fire and he was like, my precious! Don't you remember it?
His name was Gollum.
I understand what his name was. It was Michael Jackson. I think you and I have seen two different films.
I watched
Anyway.
My self-esteem issues is whenever I talk to the girl,
You've talked to her again?
I talk to her, but every...
How often do you talk to her? Every week? Every month? Twice a day?
Can we just continue
Never.
on? No, I talk to her.
Name the last time.
Yesterday.
Last year?
Yesterday.
Okay, I believe you. Continue.
I have problems. Every time I start talking to her, I just keep stuttering.
You stutter?
Stutter.
What kind of words do you stutter on? Hello, Stuart?
Her name is not Stuart.
Okay. Easy there.
Well, you keep on saying her name is Stuart, but it's not.
Uh-huh. It's not Stuart, right.
Yes, it is not.
So what is her name?
I already told you, it doesn't matter.
Because it's Stuart.
No, it's not.
We've been talking about this too long. Let's just call her Stuart for the sake of calling her Stuart.
Fine, then.
So why do you feel you have self-esteem issues with Stuart?
Because I can never talk to her properly.
You can't talk to her properly. Why?
I stutter, like I said.
But why can't you talk to her properly?
Because stuttering isn't exactly talking to a person properly.
I meant, what causes you to stutter when you talk to her?
I don't know. It's just hard to speak.
You know what, Matthew? I think I have the perfect advice for you. Now, I've always been a confident lad because I'm a great-looking guy, and I know that. The ladies know that. But I always give my friends advice, and this is what I tell them. Matthew, look in the mirror, observe your face, look at your flaws, analyze them, and I'm not talking about, yes, I have large ears. I'm talking about those ears are 13 inches in diameter. Analyze them and look for something on your face that complements it. For example, though my ears are large, I have wonderful eyes. And I tell myself that because of my big ears, it adds to the way I look.
Are your ears really...
Let me tell you, you look like E.T. the extraterrestrial, as I said earlier. So you look at yourself. Sure, you have nothing in the physical department, but you touched a little boy's heart. You're sensitive. And girls eat that up. I'll bet you Stuart would eat that up.
Well, how...
Hey, by the way, E.T., did you ever make it home?
I'm not E.T.
Oh, sorry. You know how I get carried away with my little fantasies.
Yes, you do, quite frequently. But what I was saying when I stutter, I have this feeling in my throat.
You have a feeling in your throat? Is it a sore?
A what?
Like a sore throat?
No.
Is it like a frog in your throat?
How would you describe that?
It's like a feeling in your throat. You can't really talk. It's like butterflies, but it's right here.
So your throat...
Speaking of butterflies, do you ever get the butterflies when you're talking to Stuart?
Yes, I guess I did.
All the time?
Yes.
Oh. You know what that means?
What?
It means you have self-esteem issues.
We kind of established a fact. at the beginning.
Whatever. Let me tell you about self-esteem issues. They can be overcome. Do you remember the method I told you?
Yes.
Use it. But let me tell you something. Don't you dare abuse it. You're gonna end up thinking you're ugly E.T. forever.
But you just said I was.
It's not what I think about you that makes self-esteem issues. It's what you think about yourself.
What I might think about myself?
Mark,
Maybe-
Mark, hold on. Tell me I'm a good-looking guy right now, and I'll show you how I'd react. Tell me I'm a good-looking guy.
You're a good-looking guy, Peter.
Thank you, I know.
That was quite unexpected, actually.
What? I was surprised too. I didn't think you're nice enough to pay me a compliment. You're usually a stuck-up brat. In fact, now that I'm remembering that you're stuck up, I don't want to sit with you. What are you going to say about me next? Oh, Peter, you have large ears. Well, it turns out I'm sensitive about my large ears, Matthew. This conversation's over.
Every single time, he always leaves me and never finishes a sentence. Not in life. What kind of nut is he?
I heard you call me a nutter! I'm not here to apologize this time. But if you ever want to phone home, you can use my cell.